I'm willing to bet this is the best sounding 812 you've ever heard. But you tell me. So here we have a basically brand new 812 Competizione. It's a very special edition of the 812, just like the F12 to TDF. This one is coincidentally finished in TDF blue, which is Tour de France blue. It's a very cool midnight blue finish with metallic in it. We decided to go with Anarchy wheels. They're forged wheels, 21 in the front, 22 in the back. We did them in all brushed clear to kind of match with the tone. We got the silver stripe in the middle to go with the wheels, and I think blue and silver is a great contrasting color. We've also got some accents on the interior that will kind of go with it as well. Very clean all the way around. We lowered it on Novatec suspension. It's an adjustable spring, factory damper, so the car handles incredible. It's got a lower center of gravity now, so it handles even better. So we got the fitment dialed, we got the stance dialed, and most importantly is the sound. As you guys may already know, this is a very special V12 engine. It revs at 9,500 RPMs. And what we wanted to do was kind of enhance the sound without overdoing it. So we spent a lot of time really dialing in the tone, really dialing in the way this exhaust sounds. We wanted to make sure it complements how epic this car actually is without overdoing it. I'm very excited to have this thing wrapped up. The owner's very excited to get it. He's actually never driven this car. He bought it from a dealer, sent it straight to us, let us do our thing, and now it's ready to go back to his home so he can drive it for the first time. We're gonna go take it for a quick test drive, make sure everything checks out before it goes to the owner. So this has valve control, so you can open and close the valves. The car comes factory with valves, but we decided to add a controller so you can open and close it whenever you want versus it opening and closing it based on throttle. So right now, that's closed. That's open. It's really, really nice. It's good for anyone that wants to, like, you know, cruise into a neighborhood and be quiet, or that be loud as you want. So let's go. Given that this is a very special car, it's actually $1 million over MSRP. It's one of the hardest cars to get from Ferrari. You have to be in their special top tier program in order to be offered this car at MSRP. So that's why it goes for $1 million over. It's highly desired. So with that being said, low miles, very special car, very expensive car. I'm gonna just drive it easy, make sure everything works, make sure that there's no awkward rattles, make sure the suspension is dialed in. We didn't slam it on its nuts, we just kept it at conservative height. It still has a factory nose lift so that we can get around wherever you want to go. It's not difficult to get in and out of our driveway. We also installed the skid plate in the front just to protect the carbon lip. So if you hit anything, you're hitting that skid plate, and that's easily replaced versus a very expensive carbon fiber lip. So as you can see, if I put an automatic with the valves closed, it's very quiet. It's very tame. Put the windows up. It's like a regular car. It sounds, you know, there's no drone.
I mean, regular car.
I mean, it sounds like a stock sports car.
There you go.
Nothing obnoxious, nothing where you have to yell at someone when you're on the phone. You can take your wife out to dinner, you can cruise and not have her complain. So this is a great setup, and it's still obviously a crazy, crazy car. So for us, we're gonna open up the valves, roll down the windows a little bit so we can hear this thing. Downshifts are the best part of this. Just violent. Oh my so gosh. Good.
Now, really quick question on the valves. At a certain, say you have the valves closed.
Yeah.
Will it open up at a certain mile per hour?
At a certain RPM, it will open up because there's so much load on it. If it's too constricted, it's not good for the car, so it'll naturally open up. But with the valves being on a controller now it can be open at low RPMs, which you can get more growl versus it being always closed at low RPMs. So you kind of get that good sound. Oh. Yeah, that's insane.
My
It's absolutely
goodness.
insane. And the thing is, we didn't just want the loudest car. We really spent a lot of time refining the tone, the sound, which is super important with these cars. There's a lot of people that just throw on a straight pipe and it's just loud and obnoxious, and it sounds good in videos and it sounds good, you know, when you're in full throttle, but we want this thing to be drivable, we want it to be mature, we want it to be a classy note, and that's what we got. It's insane.
Dude, the downshifts just slap
Yeah,
you.
this thing
My
is,
God.
yeah, it's violent, very violent. What a car.
Do you think it's worth the Competizione if you have the money to do it?
Absolutely, it's night and day. I mean, if you have the money, you have to choose between the two, there's a no-brainer to go with this one. But an 812 Superfast today is going to be in the, you know, $300,000 range. This is going to be closer to $2 million. So it's a big difference in the clientele, big difference in car. So if you have one of these cars, it's typically not your only car. It's part of a collection. If you got it at MSRP, you're definitely a big Ferrari collector because you have to have a lot of history, a lot of experience, spent a lot of money with Ferrari to get this car. And if you have it without getting it directly from Ferrari, you probably have a lot of money to spend $1 million over MSRP. So this is not for everyone. But so everything checks out. I'm happy with it. The client's gonna love it, so seal of approval. We're gonna do a quick little wipe down, fill up the tank for the client so he gets the car and it's just perfect. And yeah, on to the next. All right, we're all done. As you can see, the car came out perfect. It's going back to the client, super excited. Let us know what you guys think of this car. Let us know what else you'd love to see. Make sure you like and subscribe and come back to our channel.